Welcome back, everybody, and hello to all my new subscribers out there. Appreciate everybody watching. This week's going to be a little bit different. Not quite as much building. Between work and allergies and waiting on parts and all that kind of stuff, it's kind of slowed me down a little bit. And I probably do need to slow it down a little bit because I need to evaluate what I've done and see. I'm really at like some sticking points. I got to get it set in my mind exactly how I want things. So I'm using this time to kind of evaluate where I'm at and do some future planning. And just want to kind of tell you guys what I've been up to. And I got a cheat sheet here just so I can follow along in some kind of logical manner instead of jumping around, and just rambling on. So hopefully this will be entertaining to you guys, and at least maybe I'll get some feedback if you guys will leave in the comments below what your ideas are. First of all, I'd like to talk about why I chose the E350, the Ford E350 platform. This one's a Super Duty, so it's built a little bit stronger than a regular E350. It's got a special, I think it's a 5-speed transmission in it. It's real heavy duty. I think you can tow about 10,000 pound trailer with this thing. So that's one of the reasons I got it. Second reason, I went with the 5.4 gas instead of the diesel. It's just easier for me to work on. I don't know anything about diesels, and I know from looking at other people who have done oil changes and stuff like that, the diesel engines are just expensive to work on. The 5.4s are expensive. You have to replace the whole engine. But as far as daily maintenance and stuff like that, you can get a good 200, 250 out of them and just swap the whole engine out. It's almost easier to do it that way instead of rebuilding the thing. I don't think I'd ever go into one rebuilding, even though I've seen some videos on YouTube that some guys are really good about going into the details of how to do it and everything. Most of my knowledge is on old small block 302s, 351s, stuff like that. I'm actually looking into Chevy LS motors. I'm not prejudiced at all. I do like the way the Chevy makes the latest engines they have, all aluminum and everything. In fact, that's what I'm putting in my hot rod. But anyway, back on topic here. It's a 2-valve motor. It's instead of the 3-valve 5.4. And I've had a 3-valve 5.4, and it had cam phasers issues. It'd make a noise around 200,000 miles. It started making some kind of like rattling noise, and kind of makes you feel uncomfortable. Even though the engine's dead set reliable and you can take off and go anywhere in it, those cam phasers just loosen up and start making all kinds of rattling noises, and makes you feel uncomfortable about holding onto the vehicle. So I went with a 2-valve motor this time. I've heard they're real reliable, and I'm expecting to get to at least 250,000 miles before I ever have to do anything to it. Even think about rebuilding or putting a different engine in it. And this one that I've got in here, I'm starting with 68,000 miles on it. At least that's what they told me at the salvage yard. So hopefully that's what I got. I have no other reason to believe that they didn't supply me that, but. Yeah, it's set up so I can tow things. I can tow a boat. I can tow a hot rod behind it, a little trailer, with some motorcycles or something like that. Any kind of toys or anything like that I might want to haul with it, and I don't have to worry about weight limits or anything. It'll do anything I want it to do. It's got a limited slip 410 rear axle in it, which is it's great if you go off road a little bit. You don't have to worry about getting stuck as much. Having just one tire spinning if you get stuck in mud or something like that. Of course, you need the right tires to go with it for it to be effective, and I plan on swapping these out. Probably going to take the ones off of my Class B up there, which are BF Goodrich's, and they are probably going to get swapped on here after my next trip. We're planning a family vacation to go the perimeter of Florida. We're going to go down the East Coast and come back up the West Coast all the way down to Key West, and try to do that in about a week. So that'll be interesting. And once I get back with that, I'm probably going to put the Class B up for sale and transfer over the things I'm going to keep out of it into the Class box camper. Anyway, other things. It's easy to work on. It's easy to modify. As you can see, it's got a wide range of parts that are interchangeable, and the thing is, parts availability. You can go to like any salvage yard in America just about and pick up E150, E250, E350 parts that'll interchange with the same platform here. So that's something I'm really excited about. I like that. I want to learn everything I can about working on these, just because the parts availability. If I break down somewhere, I want to be able to either go into a parts store and be able to pick up, you know, what I need, or go to a salvage yard, you know, for the bigger items like a rear axle or, you know, an engine or, you know, anything like that, and it be there and available. Now, if I went with like a, you know, a Sprinter or something like that, I mean, it would take a while. You'd probably have to, you know, buy the engine from across the country or something like that and have it shipped to you. So that's one of the reasons I don't like those, or the foreign vehicles, even though they make good vehicles and everything, and you might not ever have to touch them. This is my platform of choice. Nothing against Chevy either. I just don't have experience with the Chevy platform as much as Ford. So anyway, the things I have to do to make this roadworthy. This is my first topic. First of all, I don't know if you've watched my previous videos, but we have the issue with the 2012 slot for the female side of the seat belt. It is smaller than it's one way or the other, smaller or larger. Anyway, oh yeah, it's smaller than this the slot for the 2006. So I am probably going to buy 2012 seat belts, since these are kind of worn and kind of ugly looking. Get these and swap these out so that I have a working set of seat belts up front. The dash issue. My dash is still pretty beat. It's usable, and it's not like a high priority thing, but I do have an issue with the electrical system. It's tied between the radio and my gauges up here. I had a slow drain on my battery, and I was trying to figure it out, and went through, I have the factory service manuals on this, by the way, and I highly recommend, if you have a Ford vehicle, to buy those. I mean, you can get on eBay for like 50 bucks and get the service manuals, the mechanical and the electrical. Oh man, it makes working on these things so much easier, I'm telling you. Totally worth the money. Anyway, back to the issue. A slow drain on my battery. I bought a brand new battery for this thing, and it was drained within a couple of days. And I think this thing has been off-road or something. It may have swamped it or something. It's got mud all in it, and even up underneath the dash, it's, you know, just like really dirty under there, and like water, you know, been up into there. I'm probably eventually going to swap the whole dash out with a newer one. But I've got to figure out, it's either in the gauges or it's in the radio, because that one fuse I pulled, and I don't have the drain issue anymore, and it stays charged and everything. But once I pulled that fuse, radio stopped working, and the gauges up front stopped working. So I will replace those and get those in working order, which shouldn't be a big deal. That's just you know, swap one of the. I'm definitely going to change the radio out anyway, so I'll start there first. Let's see. Seat belts. Okay, another issue to make this roadworthy is my fuel filter. Okay, don't worry about this right here not having a cap on it. The reason is it's not even hooked up to the tank right now. The lines are disconnected, and I haven't hooked it up because it's got this chip in here, and I just don't like the way this thing looks. It looks like it, you know, pieces break off and fall down in there. Even though I've you know, tried to take it out and replace it, I don't think it's a replaceable item. I'd have to pull the whole thing out. So I've got to figure out what I'm going to do about that. And then I'll hook the hoses up, and I'll be able to put fuel in the tank. I'm still running off the same fuel that was in the original tank in there. It's running fine right now. I do need to run it out and put some fresh gas in there, because I don't want this thing sitting too long with the old gas in it and end up messing the lines up and the injectors. Okay, so we went on the dash wiring, electrical system problems, seat belts, bumper, front bumper, which I'm kind of excited about this. The bumper I really want to get for this thing is called a Warren Classic bumper, which I don't think they sell them anymore from Warren. I'd have to get a used one, and trying to locate one that will fit the van. If anybody out there knows where I can find one, I guess I prefer black, but I'll take chrome or black. I just like the style of them. they're kind of out of style, I guess, but I really like how it sticks out in the corners. I mean, I think it looks really good. I don't like the big fat bumpers on the front. I want something that's got a edge that sticks out a little bit and nice curves to it. And I just don't like the big modern, you know, what do they call those, cow pushers or something. So, okay. Let's move on to, oh, another thing to make it roadworthy. And this is this is a high priority, by the way. Seals for the back tailgate. This is very important because we don't want carbon monoxide fumes. My tailpipe is right down here, and I do not want carbon monoxide fumes infiltrating the inside of the camper. I've already got seals on here, but I want to make sure they are 100% adequate. These are like garage door seals, so they'll, you know, keep dirt from going in there and everything. But I want to make sure that this is, you know, fairly airtight, and I will have a carbon monoxide detector mounted right back here on the floor, back in this area, to make sure that I don't run into problems with carbon monoxide poisoning. So that's another item to make it roadworthy. What else do we have here? We need to, I need a Bluetooth radio. That's going to be installed in the dash. That's not really to make it roadworthy, but that's one of the items, you know, when I start driving it, I definitely want in there. I need to replace the windshield. It's got, I'm not sure where it was. I remember it's got a crack that runs across the top up here. Oh, sorry about that. It's got a crack that runs right across the top. See if you can see that. And that's eventually going to need to be replaced. You know, I don't want to be illegal driving with a crack in the windshield, so I need to have that done. That's not something I'll do myself, by the way. That's something I will definitely hire out. I need to install electric door locks and window regulators. So it looks like those items swapped from 2006 on up to 2011 or something in that area. So that shouldn't be hard finding. It's just taking the time to do it. And the most important thing, I need to take these panels off. I'm probably going to do that today and see if I have the proper wiring behind here to make it all work. If not, then it's going to be a bigger project than I thought, and I'm going to have to swap the wiring harness out. But hopefully Ford put the basics in there to run you know, electric door locks and electric windows, but I'll find that out today later. All right. Okay, those are things that I need to do to make it roadworthy, to be able to drive it on the road. And you know, besides, I need to get it insured and get a tag for it. I'm planning on selling the Class B after this next trip, and I'm going to transfer the insurance and the tag and everything over to this vehicle, and it'll be ready for the road. Be able to drive it and see what kind of bugs we have in it or whatever we need to do on that. The next stage is I need to the items I need to do to make it camp worthy.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching. Sorry I had to break this video up into 3 parts. It ended up being way too long and kind of boring all hooked together. So I'll upload the next one Wednesday when I talk about making the box camper camp worthy. So join me then. And remember, build it, don't buy it.